Hey, I'm gonna get the chat up. Move, get down. Move. Look my fucking face. Sorry, fella, watch. So, what is what up to end? Might lose a little menace. Hey, finally. Ten minutes, my food's done. Looks like I got a scar on me. Hey. That's good. What are you up to anyway?
Somebody lying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There they smile in your face. got a knife in the grin. Talk big game, holding the end. Preach real loud from a glass house throne. Throw dirt on you just to hide their own. Got suits, talk slick, got snakes in the line. Selling fake gold dreams for a real man's time. I ain't buying what they selling me. Nah, that ain't the truth I see. They talk, yeah, they talk all day. But I see right through what they try to say. You can dress it up, you can paint it clean. Still smells like something in between. Call bullshit, yeah, I call bullshit. You can spin it how you want, I ain't falling for it. I call bullshit, yeah, I call bullshit. If it don't feel real, I ain't rolling with it. Hands up high if you sick of the games. Middle fingers up if you feel the same. I call bullshit, yeah, I call bullshit. Yeah. Got a man on the screen saying trust my word. Same damn lie, just a different shirt. Got a boss talking big, but he'll cut you loose for $1 fee. Got friends that close, then they fade away. Soon as you don't play by the shit they say. I've been down that road, I know that script. That's why I ain't afraid to call that shit. They talk, yeah, they talk all night. But truth don't hide in the neon light. You can fake that crown, you can fake that throne, but I know real when I stand alone. I call bullshit, yeah, I call bullshit. You can spin it how you want, I ain't falling for it. I call bullshit, yeah, I call bullshit. If it don't feel real, I ain't rolling with it. Hands up high, get the games. Middle fingers up if you feel the same. I call bullshit, yeah, I call bullshit. Cut the music. If it smells like lies, if it walks like fake, if it don't add up, then I don't partake. Whole damn world trying to sell me shit. I call bullshit, yeah, I call bullshit. I'd rather stand alone than kneel for it. Hands up high if you sick of the games. Middle fingers up if you feel the same. I call bullshit, yes, I call bullshit.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it. Just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality right now.
You already know. You already know. You already know. I don't talk, I let it show. Step in, whole room go cold. You run your mouth, I run the play. You throw shots, I make them stay. I don't care who you came with, I don't play that fake shit. Say my name, watch it stick. I don't miss, I don't slip. You don't want this, don't step in. I don't lose, I don't bend. I'm that motherfucker, I'm that bad guy. swing, I in fights. I don't talk, I take lives. You step wrong, it's your car. I don't catch, I let you fall. Take names, nah, not my lane. I forget you just the same. You
Can you please, Milo?
ain't worth the space you take. I cut ties, I don't break. You want smoke, come get it now. I don't fold, I shut it down. You want smoke, come get it now. I don't fold, I shut it down. I'm that motherfucker, I'm that bad guy. I'm the one you try to bury, but I won't die. You can hate me, you can hide, I don't change. I'm that rage inside. I'm the rage inside. I'm that rage inside. I don't ever push it off. Seen enough, that's just a cost. You want time, I don't give it. I don't feel, I just live it. I don't need what you pretend. I don't chase, I don't bend. You want more, you get none. I don't lose, I become. I'm that motherfucker. I'm that motherfucker. No love, no time, no room, not mine. You want in, stay in line, or get lost. I'm alive. I'm that motherfucker, I'm that bad guy. I'm the one you try to bury, but I won't die. You can hate me, you can hide. I don't change. I'm that rage inside. I'm the rage inside. You knew what I was.
EVE Online is a vast universe, alive with the unrelenting
over. There's no going back. I really, really mean it. And she got, and she left. He would have been absolutely in no doubt at that point that no amount of control was ever going to get her back.
You know, he threw a glass of water in her face. She ran to her car. He jumped in, put a hand on the handbrake, stopped her going, stole the debit card in the footwell in the handbag, and then waltzed across to the local cash point and withdrew a lot of her money.
And that would be the point at which he would have decided to kill her.
Having finished with Asher Maslin in a public place, Holly Gazzard is confronted with yet more violence from him.
She tried to finish with him on Valentine's Day in a public place where she felt kind of safe and controlled and that she knew her surroundings. He obviously threw water in her face, stole her bank card and really frightened her. She didn't tell anyone until the next day. She went to bed with that by herself.
And we picked her up the Saturday evening, again, at some of the things that she would tell us, things like he would kill himself if she broke up with him. So he was putting that real guilt trip on Holly. I said to Holly, right, Holly, from what I've heard, I think we ought to involve the police now because it doesn't seem that he's going to go away. So she called the police, and some of the things that she started to tell them, I could not believe, in terms of how he threatened to throw acid in the face to spoil her looks and her career as a hairdresser. We were in tears, my wife and I, in terms of what we heard that evening.
Holly tells her parents that she feels relieved the police now know how bad it has become.
She was obviously frightened. She was very wary of what was around her. She thought the bus to work. I think she still felt she was quite safe.
The whole staff were alert to the fact that she'd been having problems with Asher, and I'm pretty sure they knew what happened the previous week where she had been assaulted and had taken a card.
Definitely in more contact with her, just to reassure her, check in with her, make sure she was okay.
I texted her saying, everything okay? She said, yep, Dad, I haven't seen him, so yeah, I'm quite happy. As far as I was concerned, that was it. That was the end of it.
Maslin is seen in town. He wants to sell something.
Maslin took a DVD player into the local cash store, and he sold it, I think. It was for £5. Then he bought a kitchen knife.
We've got CCTV wandering around the town, but almost with a purpose, almost as though he's psyching himself up. That's what it looked like.
He was planning his move. He knew that the salon would be quite empty later on in the evening because it was open late, and the later it was, the less people that they would have been in there.
I was the late turn duty detective inspector from the control room to let us know that an incident had occurred.
Pardon me.
We understand. Maslin walked in, called for Holly.
Back at Chloe's house, a disturbing text message arrives.
There was an arrangement with Holly, her friend, to contact the police as soon as he turned up, which is what she did. It was a concerning call, and as the information progressed, we realised just how serious that the incident was.
Holly came out, and then he pulled out, grabbed her left arm and stabbed her.
The call to police then that Holly was being assaulted. Pretty much from the offset, we were aware that it was unlikely that Holly was going to pull through. It was likely that she was going to die. I had sent 2 officers to the home address of Holly because I felt really strongly that we need the family there. Family needed to be there at that point.
We were having tea around Holly's sister's house. So I was at their house and I had to go back to our house to pick up something which I'd forgotten. And as I came out of the front door, I saw a car park across the drive, and I thought that was a bit strange. And 2 people then started to walk towards me. And again, I thought, really strange. And they said, "Are you Nick Gazzard?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Do you have a daughter called Holly?" And as soon as they said that, my heart sunk and I thought, something's happened to Holly. And then they told me that Holly had been killed. It's very difficult to explain, the bottom falls out of your world. You're turned upside down, back to front, inside out, and that's the only way I can explain it. And I'm thinking, God, how am I going to tell Holly's mum and sister that she's been killed?
A message sent to Chloe by Maslin suddenly makes sense.
He'd been sending messages, you know, as the last few weeks went by. So we just looked at it and thought, you know, what are you on about? He threatened my dad in text messages. He'd tried to threaten me.
Welcome back.
He tried to threaten my husband.
He even sent Chloe's partner a text after he'd murdered Holly, and he said something like, "It did not have to end like this. You made me do it."
Once he'd done what he'd done to Holly, who was to say where he was going next and who he was going for?
The police then took us to Gloucester Royal, took us into a room whereby we waited for about half an hour, and then the consultant came in, and I could see him shaking. And he had to tell us that, you know, Holly'd been stabbed multiple times. He said at least 14 times in the neck, the heart, and the chest. He said the only crumb of comfort I can give you is that after the first 1 or 2 blows, she probably wouldn't have been aware of it.
Holly's death is now a murder inquiry. Maslin is on the run.
We were unaware of where he'd gone, but there were concerns obviously around the threats to Holly's father. So that was about Holly's immediate victim, but other potential victims. And so we needed to make sure that they were safe.
We were under armed officers at the hospital because obviously he'd threatened us as a family. So we were then moved.
We had at that point ensured that Holly's family were taken.
Back.
Taken somewhere safe and not returned to the family home, which was quite distressing for us. That was where Holly lived. So for us, they'd not only lost their daughter, but we were then telling them, you can't go home.
Police received tip-offs from the people of Gloucester.
We knew that he lived within Gloucester. He was at times that we were told he had no fixed abode, but I think he almost kind of sofa-surfed. We didn't know where Asher was. As far as we were at that point, he was still armed with a knife.
I think it was about 20 to 2 in the morning that they called us and said they caught him.
We got the phone call in the morning at 2 o'clock that he'd been taken down, I suppose. He'd been captured. And
that's when we could sort of just breathe a little sigh of relief that he really wasn't coming after us. Because up until that point, we don't know whether he was coming after us as well.
He was arrested by armed officers in the early hours of the 19th, so probably about 8 or so hours later.
His eventual arrest is down to his own family.
His family took him to the police station because I think he went to lie low at one of his relatives' house, and they told the police that he was there because obviously they were shocked at what he'd done, completely shocked.
The evidence against him is overwhelming, but he does not admit guilt when first appearing in court.
He showed no emotion. There's no remorse shown by Maslin, and he would stare at members of the family.
He used to just sit there and he would grin and he would stare, and there was no remorse there whatsoever. I remember once just going in and he would just stare at my husband, and making my husband feel quite infuriated that he can actually still do this after he's taken Holly's life.
It wasn't until the third appearance that Maslin eventually admitted his guilt. The only good thing about him pleading guilty was that that would save us going through a trial. We only had then the sentencing to go to, which was in Gloucester.
I think Gloucester took Holly to its heart, really, and it was very much, you know, we wanted justice for Holly, but the community wanted justice for Holly. The resident judge at Gloucester requested that the sentencing was heard in Gloucester, and it was really impactful when the family read out their victim and personal statements around the impact of Holly's death.
I wasn't going to read it, and it wasn't until my nan said to me, you know, come on, Chloe, you can do this. And I thought, do you know what? I am, and I'm going to do it for Holly, and I'm going to do it so he can hear it coming from me. He wouldn't look up. He wouldn't look at me, and I wanted him to realise what this has done to me and what this has done to my family.
Are you in?
I'm in sales.
Okay, what's the best advice you...
Fair enough.
There's something broke. I stopped trying to fix. I learned how to live around it like it never exists. I keep moving like I'm fine, like it doesn't follow me. But every step I take feels stuck in what used to be. When I'm not alone, I'm stuck inside my memories, trying to breathe through all this noise. I lost the person I used to be, trying to be someone else's choice. I don't recognize this version. I don't know what I became.
Fucking crap. Taking fire. Right, babe? There's a fish in the microwave if you want it. There's a fish in the microwave if you want it.
Do you have some?
I had one. My baby. Yeah, there's a couple of chips left, but if you want to check them, check them. And there's a little bit of curry sauce on the side of Paul as well.